This story, this story, bro, this story is crazy. Our story starts in Philadelphia. You have this cute little Puerto Rican couple. Her name was Luzanda. His name was Pedro. They lived in a huge 2-story house. They had 2 sons and 1 little baby girl. And then one normal Saturday, after an unexpected visit from a family member, there's smoke everywhere. Fires ablaze, the walls are lit up, it's crazy. But fortunately, the neighbors saw everything, had called the cops showed up. They literally had the fire put out in 14 minutes. But the upstairs of the house was totally obliterated. So Luz and Pedro started backtracking on the events of the day. The only thing that was out of the ordinary was this unexpected visit from this family member, Carolyn. She was his cousin by marriage. He hadn't even seen her in 6-7 years. Luz, she never even met her. She just shows up out of the blue one day. They didn't even know that Carolyn had their address. Anyway, Carolyn just shows up out of the blue, acting like she needed help with her brakes. Hey cousin, can you help me with my brakes? I haven't seen you in 6 years, but I need your help all of a sudden. Pedro's cool. He's cool. He's like, hey, alright, yeah, let me see. Put him on the jack. He starts working on her brakes. Realizing that it's going to take a little while for him to check everything out, Luz invites Carolyn inside. I mean, she's family after all, you know what I mean? So they're trying to be hospitable. She shows her the baby, talking about the baby. Carolyn said, oh, I also just had a baby just a couple months ago as well. They're going to get along great and play together and be such good friends when they grow up. Shit, she had crazier ideas in mind. And then Pedro comes back in the house like, yo, your brakes aren't even that bad. What are you talking about? So of course she lies and is like, oh, I heard him making this weird little noise. But thank you for taking a look. She got back in her car, drove down the street. A couple blocks down, she told her driver, whoa, I forgot my purse. We gotta go back. The driver heads back to the house. Thinking Carolyn was gone, Pedro and Luz, they went back inside to just chill out. I mean, it was Saturday after all. They're just trying to kick it, you know. They worked all week. Luz put her daughter down for a nap, started watching TV with the boys downstairs. Pedro was outside doing something. I don't even know. And then there was a loud thud. Boom. It came from the upstairs bedroom. The same bedroom where Delimar was sleeping. So Luz gets up, runs upstairs. There's smoke everywhere filling the room. She opens the door, flames crawling up the walls. I mean, oh my God, what's going on? She gets to the crib to grab her baby. There's no baby. She looks around. The window's open. She never has the window open. She's freaking out. She starts coughing, can barely breathe, falls to the floor, crawls out the room, crawls down the stairs. She goes outside where thankfully her sons are there. And Pedro. But no baby. But Luz, she wasn't having none of that bullshit. She was like, look, I went up them stairs and looked in my daughter's crib before the fire took over completely and there was no baby in my crib. Except she didn't speak English. And the cops didn't speak Spanish. So as far as they were concerned, that was that. And the case was closed. And the parents were devastated. I mean, devastated. Luz knew she wasn't an idiot. She knew her daughter wasn't gone. But there was nothing they could do. I mean, what are you going to do? As devastated as they were, Pedro and Luz, they just knew Carolyn had something to do with this. And even though there was nothing they could do, that's definitely what they knew. So 6 years pass. And then just as fate would have it, Grandma decides to have a birthday party for the whole family. I mean, we're talking about a Hispanic family now. Like, sometimes that could be up to like 300 people. I mean, they're all invited. And it's a wonderful event. They're partying, slowly simmering carnitas and bacon fat. Oh my God. Anyway, everybody's having a good time. Kids are running around. Luz, Pedro's there, their kids are there. And what happens? What do they see? They see this little 6-year-old running around. When she smiles, she looks just like Luz. And her complexion looks just like Pedro. So they like hang back and kind of talk to each other a little bit, like, oh my God, is this real? Are you seeing this? I don't know. Are you seeing? So they come up with a plan. After they all eat and they're playing games out back, Luz calls the little girl over and says, hey, you got a little gum in your hair. Let me get it out for you. She's messing around with her hair. There's no gum in her hair, obviously. But anyway, she plucks 3 little hairs anyway and puts them right into a bag. And then as soon as the birthday party's over with, she took those hairs right to the DNA testing center. And what do you think those results were? What do you think? What do you think the results were? The results were that was their kid. They were excited, happy, and fucking pissed. Since they hadn't had much luck with the police before, they really didn't know what to do. So what they did was turn to their local state representative, who was also Puerto Rican. Once they explained everything to him and showed him all of the facts, he was enraged. He went to the police department and made sure this case was taken care of. They immediately arrested Carolyn. I mean, they didn't even ask her any questions, just turn around. Put your hands behind your back. She was arrested for kidnapping, assault, arson, child endangerment, and other offenses. During questioning, Carolyn was a little weird with her responses. She was cuckoo. So they had her evaluated, and it turned out she had pseudo-CSS, which is pretty much when you think you're pregnant when you're not pregnant. So the investigation uncovered that a couple months back, Carolyn told her current boyfriend that she was pregnant, but she knew she didn't have a baby. So she concocted this crazy scheme where she was going to steal her cousin's baby and raise it as her own, in which she was successful for 6 years. But now everything's coming to light. They immediately placed Delimar back in her real parents' custody. And then they slapped her with 30 years in the penitentiary. Bitch deserves every day. Oh, we're not done yet. Pedro and Luz, they were furious because they knew they were right the whole time. So they called the best lawyer in town. They sued the city of Philadelphia. They sued the Philadelphia Police Department. They sued the Philadelphia Chief Medical Examiner. And they sued Philadelphia PD. Psh, they claim it was an inaccurate investigation. I mean, it was obvious it was an inaccurate investigation. But then as the dust settled, the Veras were able to go on with their life. Because of the story, they were approached by Lifetime and other media outlets, and they eventually signed contracts and deals. There was even a documentary made about her. You guys should check it out. It's called Little Lost Girl. It was a Lifetime documentary. You know, I just gotta say that, I mean, it's really sweet to just have such an amazing happy ending on this one. Delimar found love. She's now happily married. And her, Luz, and Pedro will spend many years making memories. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'll see you on the next one.